Hello stars, welcome back to my channel. So for today's pick a card reading, we're going to be looking into your current situation and finding out whether or not you should stay or go in this current situation. So the circumstances for every single one of you are going to be vastly different, meaning some of you will come here asking about a relationship, while others it could be regarding travel or work. So whatever it is for you, let's just jump in and find out. We have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. And if you've already chosen a pile, feel free to click the timestamps provided down below. But before we start, I do just want to say, like I always do, tarot is not an absolute and it does not control our lives. So please use these readings for confirmation and spiritual guidance. Always keep in mind your own free will is what ultimately matters when determining what will happen within your life. This is a general reading for the collective, so take what you intuitively know is meant for you and leave the rest behind. If you'd like a moment to ground, meditate, and connect to the energy of this reading, I will offer a brief meditation. And if you're drawn to more than one pile, that is perfectly fine. It just means there's multiple messages for you to hear in this video. So if you're ready, let's take a moment for a few deep breaths to connect with your spiritual team, become fully present in your body and current surroundings, and we will jump right in. Hello, Pile 1. Welcome to your reading where we will be looking at whether or not you should stay or go in your current situation. So these bottom tarot cards here are going to be showing us your current situation, while the top left card here will show us what would happen if you were to stay in this situation, and this card on the right will show us what would happen if you were to leave this situation. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump in. I do want to split these cards down the middle like this, and we're going to go ahead and draw an oracle card to center your current situation, and I will be using this card in the thumbnail of this video. Okay, so let me shuffle these up. So, what is pile 1's current situation that they are asking about whether or not they should stay or go? So I'm going to place this probably face down in the middle. Well, I don't know. Let's play it by ear, pile 1. It's always nice being pile 1 because you guys get to see the first go at the tarot readings. Okay, so pile 1 and their current situation, whether or not they should stay or go. Let's see, what is the current situation my pile 1 is in and they are asking about? Okay, here we go. So we have two cards here. I think I'm actually going to go ahead and keep shuffling until we get one card. But we have the here and now, and then co-create. Okay, so this is probably seeing these cards together. It makes me think that you were probably co-creating with someone or with a situation, but now, like just recently, within these past maybe even couple of days, very recently, you're wondering whether or not you should stay or go. Keep creating with this person or the situation, whatever it is. But yeah, let's go ahead and keep shuffling because I just want one card for you guys. Let me see for my pile 1s and whether or not they should stay or go. What is their current situation they're asking about? For my pile 1s. My pile 1. Current. Okay, there we go. Yep, exactly. So we have here, we have the card to the sea, and we see that this fairy is on a boat. She looks a little lost, but also she has this arrow pointing this way. Okay, so she kind of knows that she wants to go somewhere. She wants to go on this journey and leave this situation. to some extent, but we also have these binoculars looking to the past of the situation. Maybe you're observing reasons why you should stay in this current situation. So it's like we have this back and forth. Yes, you want to go and leave the situation, whatever it is, but also there's still certain things in the past that you're not done observing and looking at. Okay, so let's go ahead and draw your tarot cards here. We have the Star. Okay, we have the World, 2 major arcana cards, and the fact that we have like these binoculars looking this way, I feel like this is the situation of you guys, like where you guys are at now, where you guys are deciding if you want to stay or go, and this is kind of what you're observing is this kind of like deep healing that you've been through. But also we have the World card here, and the World card often represents coming through a complete cycle and completing something. And so I feel like the situation that you guys are asking about has brought you a lot of healing and a lot of peace within yourself, and that's probably why you're having a very hard time going forward with this. But it's almost like you guys know you have to go on this journey to go forward, whatever it is. But there was a lot of healing and happiness that this situation had brought you, and you're not done, like I said, you're not done observing that and seeing all of the accomplishments that this situation has brought you. And then with this arrow pointing forward, we have these 2 cards here, which will be the Knight of Cups. Automatically what came to mind is you guys feel like you can now even pour out your heart more to new situations because of what you've learned from this past situation. Whatever this is, honestly, Pile Ones, I feel like you guys have your heart set on going forward, whatever this is, leaving in some way, because you're ready to pour your heart into something new, okay? Look how excited this guy is on this fish, ready to extend his love, because like I said here, we have the World card, which often represents completing cycles and accomplishing something. So whatever this is that you're being asked to leave in the past has served its purpose, and it's helped you heal so much. We have the Water Bear pouring into this pond, and it just makes me look, he's even pouring into these flowers, helping them grow. It's almost like this past situation has helped you open up to whatever is in front of you. And you're very honestly appreciative of whatever this is, but now you're being asked to go to the sea and open your heart to new things, okay? And like I said, you guys have free will. This situation is totally up to you and whatever you decide to do. I'm just here to read the cards for you. And we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, this is interesting. So we have our first reversed card, and it's also an ace. So I feel like you guys are scared that if you leave, right? If you go and whatever the situation is, that things aren't going to be concrete and solid. With this World card here, you know what you've completed. You know what you had set up for yourself. You know exactly what the situation is. But whenever we go to the sea, there's a lot of unknowns. There's a lot of scary things. There could be sharks where she's going. She might have like a direction where she wants to go, but she's in the water, so things could go wrong. She's going to have to flow into whatever this is. And I feel like that is what scares you the most about leaving the situation, Pile 1, is that you know that whatever the situation that you're in right now brings a lot of healing, brings you happiness, and brings you feelings of joy and success, and it makes you feel accomplished in yourself. You feel like you can be your complete self. As we can see here, we have the Dancer, and she is completely nude, and she even has this water wrapping around her. So it's almost like I'm kind of getting the feeling of this situation has really opened up your heart. You were probably a very solid and strict person, because both of these cards here are indeed ruled by Saturn to a certain extent, because the Star is ruled by Aquarius, and in traditional astrology, Aquarius is ruled by Saturn, which is all about structure and knowing exactly what it is that you want and having these strict boundaries and structures. And the World card is literally ruled by Saturn, because Saturn can also bring accomplishments because of the structures that you built up for yourself, because of the solidity in the situation. So I feel like the main thing that scares you guys is the unknown, not knowing what would come next, but it also really excites you and it makes you want to open up your heart. It's almost like this past situation, you may have been closed off at first, but it ended up bringing you a lot of healing and helped you open up your heart to something new. But now you're scared to lose that stability of what this was, right? But you are also excited for something new, so it's kind of got you in this pickle. But you also, I feel like you guys are already in the middle of being cast out to sea, because as we can see here, she's kind of like in the middle phase. She's left whatever it is in the past. She can see it back there, and she's kind of like in the remorse stage, I want to say, but she's headed towards something new. And the only thing that's scaring my pile ones, I feel like, is the uncertainty of what could be next. Like, are you going to gain as much healing in the next situation as you did from the previous one? Should you stick with this previous one because it has brought you this healing and this very solid surety in yourself? Yeah, like I said, you're just very unsure of the uncertainty. And especially if this is a relationship, pile one, I feel like the relationship may have been very solid and concrete, and you guys were almost like a power couple, and you guys may be just excited to pursue something new because you know that this is done. You've gotten all the healing that you can out of this situation. But it is also something very stable, and that seems to be the only thing holding you back, is being scared that you won't find this Ace of Pentacles upright. You're going to find it like this, where there's material losses and uncertainty and instability in the situation. But let's go ahead and get into the cards up here, which I'm sure you guys are most excited for. This is the card of what would happen if you were to stay in the situation. We have the Queen of Wands. Yes, exactly. I love this because if you stay in the situation, like I said, you feel accomplished in it. You have gained a lot of healing from it. You have these major arcana cards. It's like you guys have really made a case for yourself in the situation. You have stuck it out through the highs and lows. And I feel like right now you guys are in a high, but also once you get to a high, you know that a low is coming afterwards, right? You've really completed this cycle, and to a part that you think that maybe you should go forward. But the thing is that pile one, you've been in this situation for so long, you know how to really work this situation. And with this Queen of Wands here, if you stay in the situation, you will still feel very confident in yourself. But also I'm hearing you guys are probably in the situation the one that does all of the work. Okay, this is kind of what I'm hearing. You guys probably put in all of the legwork, put in all of the passion, and maybe you feel like the other part of the situation is a little uncertain. Is this making sense? But ultimately, if you stay, with this Queen of Wands, she looks so sure. Sorry, I'm trying to pick it up. She looks so sure in herself. She looks confident in her situation. She knows how to work the situation because she's been through the ups and downs in it. And let's go ahead. Actually, I want to draw some oracle cards for if you stay in this situation. Let's see. Pile one. I meant to knock that. I just tapped it with my finger. Pile one. If they are to stay in this situation. Like I said, I kind of just feel like you guys have really mastered whatever the situation is, and that's why you feel like it's time to go. But even if you stay in the situation, we have the Queen of Wands here, and it's not quite up to the King of Wands, so I still feel like there's room for growth and room for healing. Let's see. For pile one, and if they stay in this situation. Let's see. Pile one. If they stay in the situation, what will happen if they stay in this situation? Honestly, I feel like if you stay in this situation, you'll just have this huge look, we have the rainbow. Honestly, it's looking really good for you guys if you stay in the situation, because like I said, you guys have explored all colors of this situation, and now you guys really know how to work your way around it. There is this sureness, this certainty on your happiness and where you'll be, where this will get you to in the future. Honestly, it's looking really good if you stay, and it's also looking, well, I guess we haven't pulled this card for if you go yet, so I guess I'll hold off on that. But and look, we also have 2 birds here, so I'm really getting here that you guys, this situation, you can really be your complete full self in this situation. And the thing that scares you about leaving the situation is, you know, you can show your full colors. You can be completely you without holding back. You can have this confidence and surety in who you are, because you've been in this situation for so long and it's helped you heal, and you feel very accomplished with where you are right now. I feel like you're a very loyal person, pile 1. But you're just kind of excited for what could be on the other side. And this could even just be like a fleeting moment. You know, this could honestly happen a lot. Like, as we have here, we have waves. This could come in waves of feeling like you want to leave. And it could come in waves of feeling like you are really succeeding in this situation. And then, like I said, next you're at this high, and then boom, you're at this low. And right now you may feel like you're drifting off to sea, and like you're going to have to open your heart up to something new. But that's the thing that I think scares you the most, is you're so sure here, and you know who you are. You can express yourself because you've dealt with the situation for so long. You know exactly how to act in the situation, and you're not afraid to be you and show your true colors in this situation. And the thing that really scares you about leaving the situation is that you'd have to open your heart up to different people, to new situations, and that scares you because there is so many factors that could go right or wrong, and there's no concrete way of knowing if this will work out for you or not. But let's go ahead and move on to what would happen if you were to go in this situation. We have the Hermit. Wow. Okay, pile 1. So the Hermit is all about going off into a journey. It's a little scary. He's alone. It's in the dark. He probably doesn't know exactly where he's going. He's got like one little candlelight to lead him through the night. And he's dropping keys, in fact. That's so interesting that he's dropped a couple of keys. Sorry, that distracted me a little bit. But yeah, like I said, he's going on this journey, and it's a little frightening. And honestly, what I'm hearing is if you go in the situation, you're going to figure out that there is a lot more to learn about yourself than you had thought. In this situation, you may feel like you know exactly who you are, you know your true colors, but if you are to leave this situation, you're going to learn a lot more about yourself on the inside, okay? Not so much on the outside, what people see of you, this accomplishment and the success, but if you leave the situation, you're going to be really diving into the water element of yourself, okay? I'm getting a lot of water energy here, so this may just be heavily transited in your birth chart, or you guys may be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. I'm really getting Pisces energy here with the fish. Also a little bit of Earth. I'm really seeing some Virgo here. And I also, like I said, Saturn energy, mainly Aquarius here on this side. So you guys may be dealing with an Aquarius on this side. But pile 1, mainly what I'm seeing here for you is it's all about opening up to uncertainty. If you guys decide to leave, this is what's going to be waiting for you, is uncertainty, instability, but not in a bad way. If you guys just let it flow, you guys are going to learn a lot more about yourselves than you would have expected. You guys might even feel like, oh, I know exactly who I am and what I want in the current situation that I'm in. I know exactly what it's like, but there's a lot of things that could open up to you if you decide to leave this situation. But like I said, I'm not here to give you an exact yes or no, you should stay or go. Ultimately, you guys have free will, and Your choices are up to you. I'm just here to show you what's more likely to happen if you were to stay or go, and hopefully that will bring you clarity on what to do in the future. But if you guys do decide to go, it is going to be this long journey of finding who you are again, okay? And it's going to be very up and down, and not in a bad way. Like I said, you'll find a lot about yourself through this, but it's going to come through ups and downs and uncertainty, and you are going to have to really flow with the situation and be okay with not knowing what's going to happen next, even though in this current situation, you have the stability and surety in what is going to happen, or how it will be for you. Okay, so let's draw a card for this Hermit right here on what will happen if you are to go in this situation. Okay, my pile ones. If they are to leave the situation, what will happen if they are to leave this? Oh, okay, way too many. Keep drawing. I would read all these for you, but there's like 10 of them here, so let's keep shuffling. Pile one, if they are to leave the situation. Okay, and this is also a lot of cards. What flipped up is Jaguar on the very top, or sorry, Lightning. Jaguar was on the bottom when I picked it up. We have Lightning there, and like I said, this may be something that was like a lightning bolt flash for you, like, oh crap, do I want to leave this situation? Do I want to go? This could be something that just all of a sudden popped up. Like you thought you were really sure in this, and now all of a sudden you're really questioning it, and you're unsure yourself, okay? But let's see if we can get one card for my pile ones on what will happen if they leave this situation. What will happen for my pile ones if they are to leave this situation? Okay. Let's see for pile one. Oh wow, that's crazy. Can't make that up. We have Lightning here. Wow. My camera's starting to overheat, so hopefully we can finish this before it overheats on me. But yeah, I'm gonna just stay with what I explained whenever this Lightning card popped out. This is probably something very new for you, something very shocking, okay, that you actually might want to leave this, and it may shock a lot of people around you is what I'm seeing with this. But it's going to truly stir something within you that you never thought you would have like seen yourself doing. You'll shock people around you. You're going to even shock yourself. But like I said, be careful, because when lightnings hit the waves, things can be a little turbulent, okay? But ultimately, you guys are going to have a lot of epiphanies about who you are and what stability means to you if you decide to leave this situation. There's a lot more to learn if you decide to go, okay? Very interesting, pile one. Let me go ahead. I'm going to draw one more card for you before my camera overheats and turns off on me. And this is just an affirmation card to end your reading to help bring you some clarity on what you should do, if you should stay or go in this situation. Like I said, both of them look interesting. This side looks a lot of fun. You look very sure in yourself in this situation. You can really express who you are, but even if you leave, there will still be opportunities to learn new things about yourself. And you guys, like I said, this may be something that comes and goes in waves. Okay. Let me see, pile one last affirmation to end the reading, help me decide. Look, it says here, ambush fear with your ferocious dream. Interesting. I want to go ahead and read this one out of the book for you guys, but like I said, you guys really fear instability, but there's somewhere you guys want to go. There's somewhere sure that you guys want to go, but you're not sure on what the path looks like on getting there to this dream, whatever this is, this lightning flash epiphany that is making you just think that you want to leave a situation that has been so great to you in the past. And it's okay if you decide to go. You guys are honestly on this journey of figuring out more about yourself that you didn't even think possible because of this lightning flash moment epiphany that you had that made you think that you want to go, whatever this dream is. And the fear of instability really seems to be the only thing holding you back. But I'm going to read this from the book for you. It says, ambush fear with your ferocious dream. Come on, let me pick this up. Bend my card a little bit, never hurt nobody. Okay. So it says here, the self-care message is feeling stuck, fear moving ahead, feeling controlled by fear or uncertainty, exactly what we were saying. It says your fear is an indicator that you are brave enough to challenge the status quo. It is normal to experience fear on the road to success. Every successful creator on the planet has had myriad moments when they were worried that the idea may not work. Learn to manage your self-doubt and do it anyway. Tell fear to move out of the way and know that your prosperity will come when you are courageous enough to follow your own light down your own path. Innovation always coexists with vulnerability, so allow them to live inside your dream together. You won't have all the answers, but remember, most of the time the unknown is not nearly as terrible as you could imagine it to be. Sometimes your big fear will actually be as tiny as the field mouse that blocks the elephant's path. Like a gentle giant, use your great power, presence, inspiration, and regal fierceness to stand up and do it anyway. Find your bravery and go for it. Your dream is worth it. I love this for you, Pile 1, because I'm really seeing here that whatever the situation is, you have had all the healing that you could get from it. Okay, so sorry, Pile 1. My camera did indeed overheat on me. It always happens to my Pile 1s. I'm sorry, guys. But anyways, as I was saying, this situation has brought you a lot of healing, and it's almost like it's really helped you to find yourself and open up to the world. And now you know that you have accomplished whatever this is. You've gotten the success that you've wanted from it. Whatever you had set out to get from this past situation, you've gotten it, and now you're ready to flow on to the next thing. And it's almost like this lightning bolt epiphany came to you that's saying, hey, it's time to move on. You've gotten what you can from this past situation. But like I said, even if you stay in this past situation, you're owning it. You can express yourself and be completely you and whatever it is. But there's also still more waiting for you on the other side if you decide to do that. And the only thing stopping you is your fear of the uncertainty. And that's completely okay. And I'm going to leave the decision up to you, Pile 1, and also end your reading here. So thank you so much for watching today. I am beyond grateful to have you here, sharing your beautiful energy with me. If this reading resonated with you, make sure to leave a comment down below letting me know. Also, be sure to like, share, and subscribe as it helps support the channel so I can keep providing content for you wonderful souls. I hope this reading has brought you peace and harmony and has helped you answer any questions that you may have had. So keep shining your light and living your best life, my stars. I will see you next time. Hello, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading, where we will be looking at your current situation and whether or not you should stay or go. So these bottom tarot cards here are going to be showing us the current situation. This top left card here will be showing us what would happen if you were to stay in this situation. And this right card here is going to be showing us what would happen if you were to go in this situation. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into your current situation, but I do just want to stick an oracle card right in the middle of these guys, and I will be using these ones in the thumbnail of this video. Okay, so like I said, this bottom row here and this oracle card is going to be showing us the current situation that you are in, my Pile 2. My home phone started ringing, so if you guys can hear that, sorry. But let's keep going. Pile 2. And the current situation that you're in. Okay, let's see. what is my pile two's current situation and whether or not they should, okay. So we have here mending. Okay, so this is probably for most of my pile twos going to be about a relationship, because as we can see here, we do have two people here, okay, and they are working on something together. So I feel like this current situation, like I said, for most of my pile twos is going to be a relationship, although it doesn't happen, or sorry, it doesn't have to be. But for the most part, I feel like whatever it is, you're trying to mend the situation and make it work out so that you don't have to leave or go and whatever it is. You guys are trying to figure out a way to make the situation better, make amends, so that you guys can both move forward and work together. And sorry if I'm talking in the perspective of a relationship, it's just very strongly what I am seeing here, but apply it to your own situation. Whatever this is, you guys strongly want to fix whatever made you ask if you should leave the situation or not. You guys don't even want to be thinking about leaving this situation, but there's definitely some healing that needs to happen within this situation, okay? You guys can't move forward or stay. You guys can't go or stay without there being some very much needed healing in the situation, and potentially some apologies that need to be made, whether that's from you or the other person, or even if it's not a relationship, there's some things that need to be fixed for you to be able to stay in the situation, because whatever is going on right now, it ain't working, okay? But let's flip over the rest of these tarot cards. We also have here, come to the edge. So I feel like you're being persuaded to come off the edge, but you guys really want to stay in whatever it is. You guys want to fix this, even though you're being pulled to come to the edge of the situation and to leave. Okay, so we have the Ace of Swords. We have the Death card. Wow, that one is very, very intriguing in this deck. I'll have all the decks that I'm using down below, by the way, if you guys are curious. And we have the Ten of Cups. Okay. And we have the Eight of Wands. Okay, so I'm kind of looking at this from like, this is the beginning of the situation and this is kind of the end of it, or like, yeah, pretty much that. So what I'm seeing here at the beginning of the situation, and even probably at the beginning of what started this question of whether or not you should stay or go, I'm seeing something that got to a boiling point, okay? It's like something boiled over, has been exposed, okay? Whether those are harsh words that were said, or something just boiling up to a head that's making you guys realize that there has to be a change in the situation for you guys to be able to move forward, or for you to be able to move forward in the situation. There's something that has come to a realization, something that's come to a boiling point, come to a head, that you cannot ignore anymore. This situation is being asked to either be healed and fixed or to be moved away from, okay? There's some things that have either been said or things that have happened that you are really, I'm seeing that you guys are really hurt by or struggling with. And there's things that need to change for you to be able to stay in the situation, okay? I want to show you guys these cards together, this Ace of Swords. I mean, look at how intense these two cards look together. I'm really seeing here that something, probably something was said that was very harsh. Something really lit a fire under your ass, so to say, or under the situation, and it's making this critical turning point in the situation. Like something has to change, or else I mean, look at the vibe of this card, or else everything around you is going to just keep being destructive. There's some healing that needs to be said, maybe some apologies, because whatever the situation is right now, it's very painful because of the circumstances that are happening right now. I feel like somebody said something really crappy to you, or just maybe the situation is just constantly like you're walking on eggshells all the time, and now it's to this boiling point where you're like, okay, something needs to happen. I need to not only, like, maybe you want to heal this situation, but heal yourself, because ultimately, as we see on this other side here, we have the Ten of Cups and the Eight of Wands, okay? You guys are realizing, I just want to be happy, and I just want to be happy with other people. I want to be happy with a community, and I want things to be sunshine and rainbows, okay? Because you guys deserve that. I feel like you guys have been in this pit hole for a while, and finally you guys are like, okay, a decision needs to be made, some amends need to be made, something needs to happen, because I can't keep moving forward in this way. I can't keep being unhappy and doubting myself, okay? And like I said, with this Ace of Swords here, this is probably something that happened recently. It just came to a head that's made you realize, okay, something needs to change, right? Ace of Swords. Something new was said that made you realize, with the Death card, things need to change. You can't keep moving forward in this way, okay? Pile 2. Very interesting here. And I see that you guys want to move to happiness quickly. You guys are done waiting for things to change. You guys are done waiting for maybe this other person to change, or if this is about like leaving your job, you guys are done waiting for this corrupt system to maybe they have done you wrong, and they keep saying, I'll fix it, I promise, I'll make things better, and it's not happening. You guys are the only one putting in the work, and they're just putting in just really shitty aspects of the situation. It's almost like this other person isn't helping at all, and it's come to a point where you can't keep sacrificing your own happiness to stay in this situation. Something has to change, because you guys really need this healing, and you guys need it quickly. We see this Eight of Wands here. You guys are ready to make a decision for your own happiness. You guys are ready to move forward, as we can see with this Eight of Wands. But the thing is, Pile 2, with this Eight of Wands, they're all going quickly, but we don't know where any of them are going to land. Okay, so that is one thing about this, is there will be some uncertainty and whatever it is, but honestly, I feel like you guys really don't care. You guys have put so much into whatever this is that you guys are just ready to, even if it's not leaving it, you guys are ready to just make things happen to where either this isn't so destructive anymore to you, like something needs to change in this, or you guys are done. Whatever it is, you guys are ready to be happy. You guys are done sacrificing your happiness for someone else, okay? And if they're not willing to maybe forgive you, or they're not willing to give a true apology, then maybe it is time to move on. But this is going to be completely up to you, Pile 2. You guys have free will. I'm not going to tell you whether or not you should stay or if you should go, but I am here to help you have clarity on the situation. So let's look at the card of what will happen if you are to stay in this situation. Pile 2. We have the Knight of Wands here. Okay, this is very interesting, because what I'm seeing here is that it's going to be an adventure, okay? And I feel like if this is a relationship, or if it's a career, whatever it is, if you stay in the situation, they'll probably make you promises that things will get better. But honestly, with the Knight of Wands energy here, the Knight of Wands is a little reckless. We can see he has this wand here, which is in this Eight of Wands. He might promise you, or he, she, the company, whatever the situation is for you, Pile 2, they might promise you the world, and that they'll fix all of these things, all of these damaged wands that they have done to you, and they will try and be better for you and make you happier. But honestly, with this Knight of Wands here, it's a little unpredictable, because their actions can be a little reckless. It's almost like they don't think about what they're doing before they do it, and how it's going to affect you, whether that is a company or just whatever it is for you. I'm struggling to come up with some examples here, but the energy is very clear that they might promise you the world, but get so caught up in their own agendas and their own fast pace, like they just have a very fast paced energy to where they almost like blurt out things before they can think about how it's hurting other people, or they do things before they think about how it's going to affect the people around them. They only do it for their own gain is kind of what I'm seeing. And if you guys decide to stay in the situation, it is going to be an adventure, okay? And they might make it very fun at first and free. But the thing is with the Knight of Wands is that things are a little uncertain with the Knight of Wands because they can be so reckless and change their minds at the snap of a moment. With this Ace of Wands here, this is exactly what I'm seeing. The Swords cards are very intellectual, a lot about communication, but we have this fire here. So it's like they have these very sharp words or sharp actions that are happening in this area of your life. And like I said, they don't take regard for how it's going to affect someone else because it's just like word vomit for them. They just say what comes to their mind exactly then. And they're almost, I'm kind of hearing a little egotistical is kind of what I'm hearing. You guys are definitely probably dealing with a fire sign here. I'm really getting mostly Aries and Leo energy from this. Honestly, a lot of Aries I'm seeing from this. But let's go ahead. I want to get an oracle card to clarify on if you stay in this situation. Okay, but really there is probably going to be more ups and downs to come in this situation because the Knight of Wands, things are unpredictable, things go very fast, and it might be for a second that they do tend to make amends and say that they're going to give you the world and offer you happiness, but at the heat of the moment they have like I said, word vomit, or something happens where like they're just so excited to do whatever they want to do, they don't take regard for how that's going to affect your healing, okay? It's almost like just this one-sided relationship, or yeah, even like I said, even if it is a career, it's just this one-sidedness happening in this. It's almost like you guys put in a lot of the work and they say that they're going to put in the work, but then it's like they forget. Okay. Sorry, this is not the deck that I wanted to use. Let me see. I was going to use this deck over here. So sorry, pile 2. Let me see. My pile 2s. What will happen if they stay in this situation? We have the Knight of Wands here. Spirit, will you please show us what will happen? That was a horrible shuffle. Sorry, guys. How embarrassing. Okay. For my pile 2s, one more shuffle. Let's make this one a good one. What will happen for my pile 2s if they decide to stay in this situation? Okay, well, let me see. We have 3 cards here, so I'm going to keep shuffling, but I will show you guys. We have Luminous Warrior, we have the Sweat Lodge in reverse, and then we have Taming the Wind in reverse. Ooh, this one is strong because Taming the Wind, it's almost like they can't be tamed because their winds are so fast that they just like, it just can't be tamed. You can't grab wind and hold it in your hand, right? It just fleeting, it just goes with the moment. At the next gust of wind, it's gone. It's very hard to tame the wind, in a sense, is what I'm getting here. It's going to be very hard to tame whatever the situation is. And you guys are aware of that. I'm not telling you guys stuff that you guys aren't aware of. I'm very sure of that. But let's see what will happen for my pile 2s if they stay in this situation. For my pile 2s, what will happen if they stay in this situation? Spirit, we have here Middle World 36. Okay, so immediately what I'm getting from this is you guys might feel like you're in limbo, almost like you're still stuck in the middle. With the Middle World is what I'm getting is like, you guys, if you stay in this situation, they might promise you that things are going to get better, but things still stay in the middle. They don't progress. They don't necessarily get worse, but they're not, you don't get this mending that you had been hoping for, okay? But I want to go ahead and read this one out of the book because I feel like it will say more for you guys in there. Let me see. So So it has 3 here. I'm going to read, I guess, just the invitation, okay? So it says, the middle world shows up when conditions are favorable to your undertaking. Do not hesitate. Move forward as heaven and earth are smiling upon you. The time is right, so be expedient, but mindful of not being reckless. Exactly. The recklessness is what I'm feeling from this, these reckless decisions that end up hurting you over and over again, right? It says the world is your playground, and what would require great effort at any other time can be accomplished with ease right now. So what I'm really getting from this is that they may make things better, whatever the situation is for you. Things might be better, but it's almost fleeting. Things will change very quickly, and yes, at the very present moment, they may be making you promises and making you feel on top of the world, like things are getting better, and you guys, in fact, may be headed towards a lot of healing. Who knows? Maybe you guys leaving just means, in a sense, like leaving for a moment so they can see almost what they're missing, and honestly, then really moving forward in this situation. But let's go ahead and look at what would happen if you were to leave or go in this situation. We have here the Star card. Oh, pile 2, I love that, because the Star card is all about healing, okay? So if you guys do decide to leave this situation, you can bet your ass that there is going to be a lot of healing on the way for you, okay? The Star card is really just a beautiful card about really not being afraid to heal the aspects of yourself that need to be healed, and pour new, refreshing energy into things that have gone stagnant, especially with this Death card here. We see that things have been degrading in this situation for a long time, and you guys are just so ready to get to this healing. I mean, look at this side. We have all of this fire and unpredictability on this side, and then on this side, where you guys are hoping for this mending, we have the Ten of Cups, and we have the Eight of Wands and the Star, and this just screams to me super fast healing, super fast joy, and a very high time in life. And don't take that for granted, because things will always come back to a low. But ultimately, what's being stated here is if you guys do decide to go, a lot of healing is going to happen for you, and you guys will almost feel refreshed in a sense. And I'm really getting, you guys will feel cooled down. Things won't be so chaotic all the time, okay? You'll have a moment to stop and think. Yes, things will be moving very fast here with the Eight of Wands, because I feel like you guys enjoy that. You guys enjoy the fast pace, but you guys don't enjoy the chaoticness that this situation brings you, okay? But I do want to draw an oracle card to clarify the Star card and what will happen for my beautiful Pisces if they leave the situation. And I'm not an advocate for you guys to stay or for you guys to go, but if you guys go, just know there is a lot of healing and happiness waiting for you on the other side. There's this regeneration that you didn't even know you needed. Well, actually, I can't say that because we have this Death card. You guys know that things need to change in a positive direction. And I feel like you guys probably have your heart set on leaving, pile 2, honestly. Let me see. You guys are, I honestly get this excitement. You guys are kind of excited to leave, but you guys are also open to letting this person try and make amends and heal whatever this is, okay? And that just shows a very beautiful aspect of your own soul and your own heart to be able to work with these people, okay? Or the situation, whatever it is. Let's see, for my pile 2, what will happen for my pile 2 if they were to leave or go in this situation? Okay, interesting. So we have here stand still. So it's very interesting that we have the Eight of Wands here, which I know isn't like specifically for what would happen if you would go, but it is on this side. So I do see that you guys may be hoping for things to go fast for you to find joy, but really what's coming through right here with the Star card, the healing aspect of the Star card, and the standstill is that even if you guys do leave this situation, things aren't going to immediately get better, okay? And this is something very important for you to hear right now, pile 2. It's like this healing journey. If you guys decide to go, it will be a slow healing journey, okay? You might feel honestly a little sad with this, but it is something that will need to happen because as cliche as it sounds, healing takes time, pile 2, and I feel like you guys understand that, but you guys have been in this feeling of downness for so long that you're ready for things to drastically change in a positive forward momentum and for you to be happy. But before you can do that, either way you go, there is this need to be patient while you heal the situation. And if you guys decide to stay, there's a need for patience with this person to see if they can give you the amends and the apologies maybe that you have been looking for. Either way, there's this almost like limbo that you guys will be in for a little bit for you guys to get the healing that you need. Okay, and I think it's only fair that since I read this one out of the book, I will briefly read this one out of the book for you, pile 2. Okay, and I will read the invitation again. I just moved my... It's okay. Let me see. So it says, when things seem to stall or stagnate, or when you feel stuck, the symbol appears as a reminder that constant action isn't going to get you where you want to go. Ooh, that speaks so strongly. Wow, pile 2. I'm going to read that sentence again. This symbol appears as a reminder that constant action isn't going to get you where you want to go. These constant short forms of apologies aren't going to get you where you want to go to this healing is really what I'm getting from that sentence, pile 2. It says, perhaps it's time to gather more information or just wait until the universe makes the next move. No matter what, this moment is a beautiful gift orchestrated in your favor. Enjoy it, let the universe bring all the parts together for the highest good. Go and play, recharge exactly with the star card, and take the focus off whatever has stalled. Life will get busy again for you sooner than you think. So you guys may have really enjoyed the aspect of the busyness that this situation had brought you. And I'm almost getting here that you guys may have already been forced to leave this situation. You guys may indeed be in the standstill, and you guys may want to make amends in the situation just so that you can go back to the fleeting moments of happiness that this brought you. And honestly, I am getting the feeling that you guys have already left this situation and you guys are like, damn, this healing's taking way too damn long. Maybe I should just shoot them a text and we can make amends and I can be happy again. But the thing is, pile 2, is that if you are willing to be patient and wait for this healing, things could be even better than you had ever expected with this 10 of Cups and this 8 of Wands here. I want to read you the essence of this card. It says, when standstill appears, it's a symbol of pausing, the act of observation and breathing space. It represents the benefits of temporary non-action, as well as what happens when one is stuck, okay? Wow, very beautiful message for you, pile 2. I hope this is bringing you all the clarity that you need in this situation. I want to go ahead and get you one more card. Leave you off with an affirmation. My camera's starting to overheat, so hopefully it doesn't completely overheat on me. Let's see, an affirmation for my pile 2s on this situation. It says, fill your cup with sacred giggles. So this limbo that you're in right now, so you guys may be used to just like going and having a lot of fun in the past situation or the current situation that you're wondering whether or not you should stay or go. And you guys leaving, you may feel like you won't get those fun times and those high times that you've been hoping for. Or like I said, if you guys have already left the situation and now you're at the standstill and you're like, oh shit, this healing's taking a lot longer than I thought. I'm not feeling as happy as I used to be in those fleeting moments. Find a way to make yourself laugh and to really appreciate whatever it is right now. And even if you guys decide to stay in the current situation, enjoy those times where you guys are happy together and can laugh together. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and read this for you out of the book. I read a lot out of the book for you guys. Let me see. Okay, so fill your cup with sacred giggles. Hopefully I can pick this up. I always struggle with that. Okay, it says, yep, giggles. Childlike? Maybe. But there's a deep magic to be tapped into here. So give them space to bubble up. You are entering a time of completion as a goal you've been working on is coming to a joyous and prosperous end. Yeah, that happiness you guys are looking for, it's coming, okay? Even though you're in the standstill, it is coming, okay? It says this huge accomplishment will have massive implications moving forward, and the whole world is opening up for you now. Go you. Dip your cup into the well of sacred giggles and drink up. It's time to revel in the afterglow of closure and success, that closure and mending that you guys have been hoping for. It's coming, okay? It says, accept this celebratory love wholeheartedly and keep your eyes on the horizon for much more of this energy as you ascend anew. I love that. Okay, pile 2. I'm going to go ahead and leave your reading here. I hope this has brought you clarity on whether or not you should stay or go. But yes, thank you so much for watching. I am beyond grateful to have you here today, sharing your beautiful energy with me. If this reading resonated with you, make sure to leave a comment down below letting me know. And also be sure to like, share, and subscribe as it helps support the channel so I can keep providing content for you wonderful souls. I hope this reading has brought you peace and harmony. Keep shining your light and living your best life, my stars. I will see you next time. Hello, pile 3. Welcome to your reading, where we will be taking a look into your current situation and whether or not you should stay or go. So these bottom cards here are going to be showing us your current situation. This top left card here will be showing us what would happen if you stay in the current situation. And this right card here will be showing us what would happen if you were to go in the situation. Okay, so let's go ahead and start on what your current situation is exactly. And I do just want to spread these guys apart so that we can stick an oracle card right in the middle. And I will be using this card for the thumbnail of the video. Okay, so for my pile 3, what is their current situation and why they would be asking about if they should stay or go? For my pile 3s, let's see, let me give these a good old shuffle here. Let's see, pile 3, what is your current situation? Pile 3. Okay, so we have all that glitters and it popped out in reverse. Interesting. So maybe the situation that you're in right now isn't really suiting you financially, okay? So that's what I'm mainly getting from this. But if it's not financially, it may just be stability-wise in general. But also what I'm getting from this, with this All That Glitters card being in reverse, is that maybe the situation that you're in right now isn't all that you thought it would be whenever you started the situation in general, right? So maybe you've had really high expectations for the current situation that you're in, but it's not meeting up to what you had in your head. And that's completely okay, pile 3, because if you really think about it, everything in life that we pursue, usually whenever we are dreaming and hoping about something, it turns out much differently than we had originally expected. Sometimes much better, sometimes much worse. And I'm not sure what it is for your exact situation, but what I am seeing here is that something is not all that it's cracked up to be than what you thought it would have been from the beginning, okay? And also we have these masks here in this card. So whatever the situation is may have been masked to look like something completely different than what it really is at its core, is what I'm seeing here. Like it may have been a facade or an illusion, and you may have been very excited to pursue the current path that you're on, but now you're realizing like it's not bringing you exactly what you thought you had wanted. But let's go ahead and get into the rest of your tarot cards here. We have the 3 of Pentacles. We have the Lovers in reverse. Okay. We have the Queen of Pentacles. A lot of Pentacle cards here, and then all this glitters as well. You guys may indeed be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. I'm really getting Capricorn vibes here, and also Taurus for the most part. Then we have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so this is actually coming through very clearly for me, pile 3. I'm seeing that you yourself, you are a very stable, financially stable, just stable in general. You know how to get things done, you know how to provide for yourself, and you know how to provide for the people around you. And honestly, that's something that you really love to do. You love to, I'm hearing, like, take up new tasks and learn new things that will help you provide for the people around you. I'm really seeing you guys as imbuing this Queen of Pentacles, and we can see here that she loves the things that she does, and she loves how it nurtures the people around her, okay? But what I'm seeing here on this side, so we have the Three of Pentacles and the Lovers in reverse, okay? So I am seeing here that maybe the reason that you're even asking if you should stay or go in this situation is from the advice of other people around you, okay? I'm kind of seeing this man that's showing these two teenagers or these younger folks here. He's showing them something about this apple. And so I feel like somebody may have planted a seed in your head that whatever the situation is that you're in now, and I feel like this could be like a business partnership. For a lot of you, this is going to be a relationship with the Lovers in reverse, but it's like someone planted a seed in your head that this person or situation, maybe it's a job, is not all it's cracked up to be and won't be able to provide for you. But like I said, I don't think that's something that you feel in your soul or yourself. I feel like that's something that other people are kind of persuading you to think, because we can see here they're very intrigued in what this person has to say. So somebody else that you really look up to may be telling you like, hey, this isn't all that it's cracked up to be, and that's what's causing you to change your mind on the situation and maybe leave it in the past. They may be showing you things that maybe could be better, but also with this All That Glitters card here, I am kind of seeing that even what they think could be better for you is also might not be all that it's cracked up to be, okay? Pile 3. So this is a very sticky situation that you're in if you're having to if you want to take the advice of people around you, but sometimes that advice isn't the best, sometimes it is. Nobody really knows, but they're definitely planting seeds in your head that's making you question this situation right now. And with this Queen of Pentacles, and we have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse over here, like I said, you're this Queen of Pentacles. You're very stable. You know how to provide for yourself. You know how to provide for the people around you. And it's almost like, especially if this is a relationship, I'm kind of seeing that whoever is giving you this advice, they see you as somebody who's so capable of themselves, financially stable, can really just be herself, and you're just very hardworking, and you have no problem taking care of yourself and being very independent and being able to provide for everyone around you. And they may see that maybe the person you're with or the job that you have or whatever the situation is isn't going to be able to provide for you, okay? Because we see this girl here, she's providing for her dog and the squirrel, and everything's all good and dandy in her area. And if this Eight of Pentacles were upright, yeah, this guy's trying to create a structure through this rain, and he's doing a damn good job. He's got all of his coins and seeds. He's got his dog, his squirrel, this emerald, which is funny that we have a dog and a squirrel here as well. This may indeed be about being able to provide for your children, or yeah, I'm really getting the feeling of being able to provide for children or even pets, because pets are very much our children's. I think so, at least. But somebody may be planting in your head that the relationship you're in now, the career that you're in now, or whatever the situation is that you're asking about. I know I'm giving very basic examples, but you'll know what it is specifically for you. I'm just here to read the energy of it. They may think that you are all that it's cracked up to be, okay? You've got it, but they may see that the other side of the situation, the part that you're questioning to leave or not, isn't stable and isn't, like, can't keep up with you in the way that you can, or maybe, like, just not on the same level. But I feel like you really don't see that, because with this Lovers card here, yes, they may be planting seeds of doubt in your mind, but really it's all seems to be material. And in my opinion, okay, my opinion, I don't think material things is everything in the world, okay? If you have a connection with somebody or you really love what you're doing in your career, even though it's not bringing you the amount of money that you had hoped for, or maybe the person that you're with doesn't make as much money as you, or whatever it is, that's okay, because the material things aren't what's going to end up making us happy in the long run, okay? But let's go ahead and move into your cards right here. So let's see what's going to happen if you stay in this situation, pile 3. So we have the 7 of Swords, and this is immediately making me think that if you stay in this situation, you may try and hide it from whatever this person or the situation that's planting seeds of doubt. You may try and hide it from them, or you may feel like you're stabbing them in the back by not taking their advice. You may even decide to cut ties with the person that's giving you this advice because you want to continue the path that you're on. And I'm not here to say which one is right or wrong. Let me be very clear. I'm not going to tell you whether or not you should stay or go. I know that's what the title is, but I'm really here to read the energy and help you gain clarity on what will happen if you stay and what will happen if you go, so that you can use your free will and decide for yourself, okay? Because I'm not here to lead your life for you. This is a pick a card reading. I'm just here to help you gain clarity on your situation so that you can move forward with your best intentions in mind, knowing that you've gained all the clarity that you can on the situation so you can move forward with confidence, okay? But yes, with the 7 of Swords here, if you stay in this situation, you may feel like you're stabbing people in the back by not listening to their advice. Or I'm also saying if you stay in the situation, you may not tell the person that's being accused of not being as stable as you. You may decide to hold back this information from them. And if this isn't a relationship, it's your career or something, just take it how it applies to you. Crap, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, you may not decide to tell them that you were debating on doing this, and that may also make you feel bad, but this may just be lingering in the back of your mind right now and making you question whether or not you should stay or go, because you don't know if they can provide as much as you can, and that may make you feel a little weird because you might be used to being in an even team, right? With even players, everyone can really like not do the same things, but they're providing the exact same amount of things. I want to go ahead and draw another oracle card for this side on if you decide to stay in this situation. Let me see for my pile 3s on what would happen if they decide to stay in this situation. This is super off-centered. But that's okay. We're going to get the oracle card there, and then it'll be good. My crazy Virgo OCD brain always likes to have everything exactly the way it's supposed to be. Okay. Funny. There's just so much earth energy here. Me saying that I was a Virgo made me think of the earth energy again. So let me know in the comments down below if you are a Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus, or maybe that's being heavily transited in your chart, or maybe if this is about a relationship, they may be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Okay, so pile 3, if they decide to stay in this situation, what will happen? What would happen if they decide to stay in this situation? Clarify the 7 of Swords as well. My pile 3s. What will happen if my pile 3s decide to stay in the current situation? And like I said, I don't think this is really something like a thought that was on your own. I feel like this was really planted by other people around you, and they may not understand the actual dynamics that go on underneath the material things, you know? They may just be looking out for you material-wise and not for your heart's best interest. You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay. So I only had one card that flipped over here, so we're going to take... Oh, wait, this was 2. Okay, I will go ahead and show you guys these cards, but I'm going to go for just one. The ones that flipped over were the Seer and then Vision Quest. That's very interesting that we have 2 things stating like seeing and vision, right? Like eyes and optics, right? Also, that's making me come to mind optical illusion. Ooh, which goes back to the fact that people may be putting these ideas in your head. And actually, okay, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and keep these for if you stay, because now I'm going off on a rant on them. Okay, so people may be putting ideas in your head, a new vision for yourself on what life could be like materially for you if you leave this situation. But I'm seeing here what you guys truly want to do in your heart, and what you guys see being true for you is staying in this relationship. And you may just be scared. The only reason you guys truly want to go is because you don't want to disappoint the people that have given you this advice. But this is what you see to be true for yourself. And that may be why you guys decide to hide this, either hide it from telling the person that's being accused, or hide it that you're staying in this situation from the person that's giving you advice. But whatever it is, I really, truly am feeling like you guys really want to stay in this situation, and the only reason you're just even debating leaving the situation is because of other people's ideas of what they think you deserve and what they think you should have. But it's like you see the truth of this situation, and this vision quest here is like, you know, this is the path that you're supposed to be on. Okay, very interesting that we have here. Okay, I'm debating if I wanted to read that one out of the book for you, but I think I'm going to go ahead and go on to this card here, which is going to be showing us what would happen if you decide to go in this situation. We have the Six of Wands here. Yeah, this is just saying, okay, so I feel like maybe these are the people that have been giving you the advice to leave the situation, telling you like, this isn't meant for you. Don't you want to do something better and different and more stable for yourself? And yeah, these people are really going to praise you if you decide to go and leave the situation, whatever it is. But really, I feel like you guys don't care what other people think. To be honest, you guys are willing to hide this from them in order to stay in the situation that you truly love. And the only reason I think you guys would be going is to appease the people around you. And I don't think that's you, Pile 3. I don't think you guys may love to provide for the people around you and nurture the people around you, but you guys aren't here just to get praise from the people around you for doing what they think is right. And yes, you may be held up in a high regard if you decide to leave the situation, but I don't think that's necessarily what you want, Pile 3. I don't think this is what you see for yourself, but take it how it resonates for you. It's going to be different for every single one of you here, but I want to go ahead and get an oracle card for this one for you guys. Let me see. But yes, if you decide to go, the people that have given you this advice to leave the situation, yes, they're going to be very proud of you and very happy for you. But is that what you truly want? Okay, Pile 3, that's the big question to ask yourself here is, are you looking for validation from other people, or are you looking to do what you know you want in your heart, and not because of what material reality might make you think you want? Does that make sense? Okay, let's get an oracle card for if my Pile 3s decide to go in this situation. My Pile 3, if they decide to go in this situation, what will happen? What would happen if my Pile 3s decide to go in this situation? Okay, Pile 3. Okay, so we have Pachamama. Interesting. I'm not, to be honest, Pile 3s, I'm not really sure the meaning of this card. So I think I'm going to go ahead and read this one out of the book and see what kind of inspiration we can pull from it. But one thing that I am seeing with the word mama being here, Pachamama, and I'm really getting mommy vibes from this group, whether that's like to your friends and family, whether that's to actual children or even to your pets. I'm really seeing that you want to provide for the people around you, but also you deciding to leave won't provide for them in the way that you think. It's only going to not boost their egos, but you guys know what I mean. I'm going to read this out of the book for you. Okay, so Pachamama. And I'm going to read, we have 3 things here, but I'm going to read the invitation, And it says, you are a child of the earth. Exactly. Yeah, you guys definitely have to have very strong earth elements in your chart. Now is the time to eat right, love right, and be joyous, regardless of the circumstances you may find yourself in. Be grateful for your life, your body, and all that nourishes you. Pachamama invites you to relish each breath, embrace your joy and your pain equally, and discover love through both. Let Pachamama know how much you appreciate all her blessings with an act of service, such as planting a tree, helping save an endangered species, or protecting the ocean. And that's so interesting that it's talking about all of these material things, and it's like the only reason that you'd be questioned to go is because of these material things. So like if you leave, yes, you may be praised from the people around you that give you the advice to do so, especially if this is about a career. You guys could, I'm also seeing, definitely get to a position where you're higher up and you're making more money, but I'm also seeing that you guys really love the position that you're in now, and you'd almost be lying to yourselves and to other people if you decided to go. I feel like you guys really only care about nourishing the people around you and taking care of the people around you. You don't really care about the praise and stuff. You just want to show you appreciate the people around you by nourishing them, okay? And as we were saying earlier, this might be a relationship for some of you. If you decide to go in a relationship, yes, other people may praise you because they didn't think that they could be stable for you. But still, even if you leave, you're stable yourself. And that's why it's saying here, you can still appreciate all of the earth's blessing because you've built it up for yourself. And whether or not you leave, that's not going to change anything because your own stability, for one, is your own perspective, okay? What may be stability to other people isn't that in your eyes, okay? So I'm just going to leave it at that because that's a very clear message, at least to me. I hope it's giving you guys clarity. I want to end your guys' reading with an affirmation, okay? And then I think we'll go ahead and read this one out of the book as well. But yeah, just an affirmation to end this reading with a little more clarity that you may need. Let me see. Any kind of closing thoughts or what my pile threes need to really help them make a decision on whether or not they should stay or go, or just give them to clarity to see what's true for them. Okay, pile three, the closing message and affirmation on whether or not you should stay or go in this current situation. Okay, this one flipped over and we have, oh, wow. I love this for pile three. We have two little, like a path sign here, and it says, choose who you are becoming. So this is exactly talking about your free will, and it is up to you. But with it saying here, choose who you are becoming, it's really making me think no matter what you decide to do, you're going to be financially stable, okay? And even not financially, just you guys are going to be stable in whatever it is that you guys are feeling doubtful about because of what other people have put in your head. And yes, you can go and you'll still be stable, and you can stay and then you'll still be stable. So either way, you get to choose who you're becoming, and either way you will be nourished in life no matter what, okay? Because you guys put in the hard work and you're not scared to do that. So if people are asking you to leave a current job or a current relationship because they think that's not going to lead you to prosperity and their perspective of prosperity, that's not true at all, because you're the one who's choosing your becoming, and you can decide which path you want to go, and either way things are going to end up right for you. Look, we have Creator Earth at the bottom of this. So much earth energy here, pile three. I love it. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and read this one out of the book for you. Okay, see if I can pick this up. This is very difficult for me with my nails. Oh, boom, first try. I'm getting good at that. Okay. It says, the future belongs to who you are becoming. As a multi-passionate, multi-talented, creative being of infinite potential, choosing who you want to be can feel overwhelming. If you've reached a fork in the road, it's time to make a choice that will allow you to grow into the most beautiful version of you. This card is about the movement you make as you chase your dreams, and the person you become along the way. Here's a juicy secret. The two are intrinsically linked. You may feel blocked until you take inspired action toward one goal. It's time to move forward, Sacred Creator. Your decisive and determined action will be a way for you to define your desire into the universe. Run in the direction of your dreams and confidently guide the unfolding of your path. Know that by not deciding, you are making a choice to remain in the same spot. And if there is one universal truth of creating things, it is that inaction is the exact opposite of what you are building. Make strides towards your dreams now. So really, it's just about, this card is really asking you to choose. Do you want to stay or do you want to go? Do you want to listen to what these people are telling you to be, what they may have planted in your head? And this doesn't even have to be like grimy. They planted doubt in your head. This could be actual literal things that you should be considering. But now it is time to choose, because if you don't, it's just going to continue to stress you out. Yeah, pile 3. What a lovely reading you have here. I really hope that it brought you guys some clarity. I do think I'm going to go ahead and end this reading here. So thank you so much for watching, pile 3. I am beyond grateful to have you here today, sharing your beautiful energy with me. If this reading resonated with you, leave a comment down below letting me know, and be sure to like, share, and subscribe, as it helps support the channel so I can keep providing content for you wonderful souls. I hope this reading has brought you peace and harmony. Keep shining your light and living your best life, my stars. I will see you next time.